Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today I'm here to announce a very exciting video. It's time for another round of the final book support group. I'm so excited. This time we are doing a 2-week round chosen by you lot, and I am super hyped, actually really excited for a 2-week round because it means I might be able to try and get to some of my chunkier books. I feel like a week just isn't quite long enough to do several books but also try and read a chunkier book, so I am hoping to try and annihilate some chunkier books on my TBR. But I'm very excited. So some important information for you: the dates of when this is going to be is May 2nd through till May 15th. I will leave all this information linked down in the description box down below so you can go check it out if you wanna. But yeah, May 2nd to May 15th, so it is the first 2 full weeks in May, and I'm really looking forward to it. There will be lots of sprints going on. Yeah, and this time round we are doing a bingo board because several of you have asked me for some prompts. For me personally, I'm probably not going to do the bingo board because I don't need it. My aim is literally just final books in a series and I don't need a prompt to go with that. But this is for people that do like to narrow down and have a couple prompts maybe. But this isn't just a bingo board filled with book prompts. This is a bingo board filled with some self-care prompts and this prompt and that prompt a little bit. So here is your bingo board. Again, I will leave it linked in the description box down below, along with the Twitter for Final Book Support Group and also the Redbubble shop where you can find some merch like this t-shirt, and the Daisy & Bee website where you can get the Final Book Support Group starter pack and anything else you see on Daisy & Bee. But here is your bingo board. So it's very simple. In the first box we have Read a Steph fave. Now you may have seen that the previous video to this one that went up was a favourites video from me. It's all of my favourite series that I've read over the years. I will leave it linked up here if you want to check that out. I'll also try and remember to link it down below. But I have done an entire video for this, so you can go and check it out because I was going to try and do a graphic. In fact, I have done a graphic as well, so that I can share that out with some immediate favourites. But if you want to delve a bit deeper and see some more of my favourites, there is an entire video because it turned out I finished a lot of series and I do have a lot of favourite series, so thought I'd do a whole video. You're welcome. So yeah, do go check that out. Read a Steph fave is on there. There are graphic novels, there is romance, there is some, was there some thrillers? I don't know if I have any thriller series. Lots of fantasy. There is a whole bunch of stuff on there. Some stuff with companion novels and stuff. There's all sorts on there. So next is to read the next issue of a comic / graphic novel / manga. Now I know not everybody reads graphic novels, comics or mangas, but I chucked it on there anyway. If you want to swap that, you don't read graphic novels, comics or mangas at all and you have no interest in them, and you want to swap it for read the next in a novella series, for example like the Murderbot Diaries or the Wayward Children series or something like that, or even just the next in a series, you know, you can totally swap it out for that. That's absolutely fine. If you don't read graphic novels, comics or mangas, that's totally fine. So next is to support each other and participate in a sprint. So, you know, just come hang out in a sprint, even if it's just for 5 minutes. You've participated, totally works. There is no policing going on here whatsoever. There are no questions for these prompts. These prompts are for you guys to interpret as whatever way you want. I literally do not care. Do with this bingo board as you please, because this isn't a bingo board for me, it's a bingo board for you guys. I won't be following the bingo board because I don't need it, but it's a bingo board for you lot that wanted a bingo board, so you're welcome. I hope you enjoy. I hope it's okay. Next we have self-care. So do an act of self-care, have a bath, go for a walk, put a face mask on, get some cake, buy yourself a book, I don't know, some self-care, whatever you classify as self-care. Have a nap, hang out in some sprints, whatever you fancy. The middle one is usually one that I would have as like a free space, but for this one I've put final book because that's the whole point in the readathon. Like, if you're not finishing a final book, I mean, to be fair, I'm totally down whether you're reading the book in the middle of a series, you're starting a new series because you've no final books in a series left to read, or you're finishing a final book. Doesn't matter to me, so long as you're all supporting each other and helping each other out and you're all there for each other and you're just having a good time. I'm not bothered what you're reading, but I did put final book in there because it is kind of the whole point, you know, it is the title of the support group. Then we have read a companion novel, which ties in nicely with my Steph faves thing, because I do have some companion novels series in there. Most of them are romance, granted, but I am aware that there's many series throughout the world that are companion novels as opposed to being a direct series. So you could Google it, there will be millions about. I know of quite a few on my shelves. I just didn't recommend them because I haven't read them yet. But one of the ones that I will be aiming beelining for is Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa Bailey, because I read it and it happened one summer recently, and I'm very excited for Hook, Line and Sinker, and that is a companion novel, so super hyped for that one. Then we have read X amount of pages a day. So I've done X amount of pages rather than me putting a number in there so that you can do your own number. You can read 10 pages a day if you want. You can read 100 pages a day. You can read 200 pages a day. Go wild. Do with that as you wish. Set your own boundaries. If you want to set a boundary for the first week and a boundary for the second week, that's absolutely fine, because maybe you're off the first week but you're back in work the second week or something. Totally fine. Do with it as you wish. Again, if you would prefer to do it as, you know, read for so many minutes a day or something like that, change it to as you wish. Totally fine. Then we have treat yourself, which again could tie in nicely. Feel free to double up with these as well. It could tie in nicely with the self-care. If you see an act of self-care being to buy yourself something, go with it. That's absolutely fine. And then the final one is a series veteran. So for this one, this is a series that's been on your TBR on your shelves for a really long time, and you've just forgotten to continue on with it. So for me, one of those would probably be Bloody Rose, which is the second book in the Kings of the Wild series. I've been meaning to read that for a long time. I think I read Kings of the Wild like 2 or 3 years ago, and I haven't continued with the series, and I need to. So Bloody Rose would be a great one for me for that. But you know, a book that's been on your shelves for a really long time, that's part of a series and you just need to carry on, and you haven't, you've been avoiding it for whatever reason. It's the whole point in the group again. But yeah, that is the bingo board. I hope you like it. I hope it's like broad enough that it gives you some direction. Does that make any sense? Is that a sentence? I don't know. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, I hope that's okay. So the 2nd to the 15th for the readathon. All of the information is in the description box down below. If you're new here, welcome. Again, I will leave a link to the original announcement in the description box down below so you can go check it out and find out what the Final Book Support Group is all about. But we do have a Discord channel and a Twitter page, and as previously mentioned, there is a Redbubble page with a load of merch on it. You can get all kinds of good stuff. I've got the t-shirts and the jumpers because I love them. We also have the Daisy and Bee shop, which is mine and Jade's shop, in which we sell starter packs for the Final Book Support Group, and we are hoping at some point to sell the bookmarks individually as well as the loyalty cards. The loyalty cards have already been up individually, but we sold out, so I am hoping to put those back on at some point as individual sales. So keep your eyes open for those. I will make any announcements about changes on merch and everything in the Discord channel and also on the Twitter page, so do make sure you're following both or either or. And yeah, I think that's all the information you need. It's a 2-week-long readathon. All the information is in the description box, and there's a bingo board. Is that it? I think that's it. I am very excited to be doing this one again. I hope you're all excited as well, and the fact that it's a 2-week one. Take advantage of it, binge a whole series, read some of those big ass books that are on your TBR, read a whole bunch of graphic novels and manga. Do whatever you fancy, but let's have fun. And I'm very excited to be hanging out with you all again, intensely. You know, I've been in and out of the Discord chat, but I've been pretty busy as well, so let me know in the comments down below if you're going to take part. Let me know what you think of the bingo board. Do you have a favourite prompt? Do you have any prompt recommendations for in the future maybe? Let me know. Chat to me in the comments down below, but if you want to let me know you were here without actually talking to me, leave me the camping emoji in the description box down below, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.